Welcome to another cooking show. Today I'm making, well not today, tomorrow I'm making paella. Prawn heads and tails. Prawns. Well, these from Grunski's, a kilo of green prawns, about 26 Aussie dollars. I go through and clean out all the poop stuff out of that, a little trail. Gonna make a stock out of this, keep you up to date as we go through. I've been frying the prawn carcasses, that's the heads and the tails, for a while. I also threw some offcuts from some other fish that I cut up, some mackerel, some cobia, some nanny guy, a little bit of barramundi, and a little bit of tuna skin in there as well. I've put in about, 2 litres of organic chicken stock in there as well, so I'm just going to simmer that on over an hour, I suppose. Then I might blitz it, simmer it again, and then I'll strain it. It'll come back before then. For the paella, I've also cut up some tuna and some chicken thighs. I had 5 small chicken thighs bone in, so I've boned them and I've cut them up into portion sizes as well, so you'll see that going in tomorrow as well. Just blitzing the seafood stuff now. I'm not too worried about getting into a fine emulsion. Just want to break up the prawn heads and stuff. That'll probably be enough for me. I'll just let that simmer a little bit longer. Just finished pushing the stock through this fine sieve. Just use the back of the spoon pushing it in. Stock there. I'll show you the discards. A bit of discard there, as you can see. Stock's finished now, so I'll put a cling film on top of it, put it in the fridge, and wait till tomorrow. I'll heat it up. And I'm making up the paella, so I'll put it in with the rice that's nice and warm. Day of cooking. What I've got here is salt and pepper, some saffron, smoky paprika, fresh fat leaf parsley which I've picked. I've just quartered some lemons, some tomatoes which I'll chop into fine pieces, fresh bay leaf which I just picked, red capsicum I've diced. This is a chorizo which I've taken the skin off. I just cut that up shortly. A whole onion diced, and I've got 3 or 4 cloves of garlic which I've chopped up fine as well. Once I've finished cutting that up, I'll start sauteing the onions, the garlic, the bell peppers until the onions translucent. Then I'll stick in the chorizo, bay leaf, paprika, a little bit of saffron, and stick some saffron in the stock as well, and then I'll add the diced tomatoes lastly as the starting base for the paella. Just heated up the stock that I made yesterday, getting ready to bring out all the paella stuff, and we'll start getting into it. Just heated up the mixture I made this morning. I've added the chicken. Just going to brown it off a little bit, then I'm going to add some rice. I'm going to put 2 cups of rice in. I've put the saffron, rest of saffron in the stock, and I'm just using arborio rice. It's a nice little short grain rice, and because local stores didn't have any of the Spanish rice. Adding the rice now, so I'm going to stick in 2 cups. Just going to add a little bit of parsley now, not all of the stuff that I've cooked in. Let's reserve some for serving. Adding the seafood stock now. General rule of thumb, about 3 or 4 cups of liquid to each cup of rice. So I'm just going to measure this out. I already put 1 ladle in, which is about 100 mils. There's 1 cup. Two cups. Three cups. So I'm going to give it a stir at the moment before I put the rest in. Okay, I've got 6 cups of stock in there now. I had to add a little bit of chicken stock because I ran out of seafood. What I didn't show you is I put in a cup of white wine as well. Put that in just before the chicken. Reduce that. I'm going to let that simmer now for about 15 to 18 minutes, not stirring. I'll just give it a little jiggle every now and again, and I'll come back then. So the paella's been on about 22 minutes now. I've got some Australian pipis, which I harvested from Rainbow Beach. Yes, and I've cleaned them. So I'm just going to stick them in. I'm only sticking them in half. Got some fish, salmon, some cobia. Didn't catch the salmon, well, wife caught the cobia. So I'm just pushing it into the rice, as you can see. That's all the fish. Calamari. The prawns that you saw me do yesterday, I'm just going to set them on top as well. I'm only going to put them on half. I think that'll do. Just going to let it sizzle away a little bit more. You can still see a fair bit of liquid up there. I've toasted a little bit of the rice around the top and that's cooked. I'm pretty happy with that now. So I'm just going to turn off the gas, put a lid on it and let it sit for about 18 to 20 minutes just to finish off the cooking of the seafood on the top. Right, since last time I've put some parsley on, fresh flat leaf parsley, and I put some lemons in there as well. Getting pretty close. I've got some creme fraiche as well. I'll dollop that on before serving. Right, punters, just about to serve this paella up. I'm just going to get the creme fraiche open if I can. It just adds a little bit of creaminess to the paella right at the end. And no, those who want to criticise it, it's not traditional, it's just my take on it. A bit in the centre too. That's it done. If I remember, I'll take a little bit of vid, something served up. It's the paella with a little bit of sauerkraut, I think it's pronounced. And I did clean them, so there shouldn't be any sand in them. If there's any sand in them, they're in the rice now, so.